High Chief Peter Maivia taking out George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. Oh, look at this. Headbutt! George the Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
Take it over!
Going for the win here!
Oh, turning the pin around.
He calls off the pin attempt, maybe wanting to try something else. Oh. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows, maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the Animal.
Wards that off. What a response! We've seen that Steel isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steel, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
Oh, man!
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Then a knee right to the throat. Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the Animal out here. And Steel isn't looking helpless anymore.
But George has to push now while a window's open.
Maivia one step ahead.
Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one.
Down opponent and a double axe handle smash.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the Animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Maivia just smothering his opponent with offense.
Peter Maivia just rubbing it in now. Oh, my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
Wow.
Pow, what a shot.
Ooh, whoa.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is...
And George is cut. So much damage inflicted. Maivia can taste it now.
Oh, my God.
Setting up again.
Oh, man, backbreaker.
No way Steel's coming back from that.
Makes the cover. Strong kick out late into the match.
Not a whole lot of luster behind that kick out.
This was the moment to capitalize on. That should have been the end.
Are we about to see it again?
Oh, God, that hurt.
That has to be the one that ends this.
looking to capitalize on that move.
We're well into the match, and he still seems so fresh. It's almost unbelievable.
That was the best weapon in the arsenal, but it wasn't enough to produce an end result.
Are you kidding me? Not even a 1 count.
No, nothing fancy here.
Tasting victory.
Backed up. Countered into a new cover. Cover. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage